I poured everything I had into playing this incomparable artist, Mr. Bob Dylan.
Today, we're learning 8 new expressions from Timothée Chalamet. You probably know him from Dune, Wonka, or Little Women. He uses many native expressions in his interviews and speeches. First, we'll watch the clip with subtitles. Then, you'll learn all of the key expressions he uses. Let's get started.
Stuff.
It was literally Bed Bath & Beyond.
Was it really?
It was literally,
That's my favorite shop.
Yeah.
Did you have one of those coupons that come in the mail?
No.
We missed out on that
Those
part.
coupons put them out of business, I think, really.
Yeah. I think they went out of business.
Timothy is talking about buying furniture from a famous American store called Bed Bath & Beyond that is now closed. This store was famous for its big blue coupons, which gave customers a 20% discount. Jimmy Kimmel, the host of the show, asked Timothy if he ever used these discount coupons and jokes that these coupons are actually what put the company out of business.
Missed out on that
Those
part.
coupons put them out of business, I think, really.
Yeah. I think they went out of business.
Go out of business means when a company stops operating because it is not making enough money. For example, if we don't get more customers, we might go out of business. They went out of business because they couldn't compete with online shops. So when Timothée says, "Yeah, I think they went out of business," he means he thinks they stopped operating because they were not making money anymore.
For fun, like what were you doing on the set for?
I remember I was obsessed with Top Gun Maverick at the time.
Yeah.
So I rented a theater in Budapest, and I dragged the cast and crew to see that. For me, it was my 12th time or something.
Have you really? Well, how many times have you really seen that movie?
Now it's like 12 or 13.
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Jimmy asked Timothy what he and the other actors did for fun while they were filming the movie Dune. Timothy says he was so obsessed with the movie Top Gun Maverick that he watched it many times. He even rented a whole movie theater so the cast and crew, which means the other actors and the people working behind the scenes, could watch it together.
I remember I was obsessed with Top Gun Maverick at the time.
Yeah.
So I rented a theater in Budapest, and I dragged the cast and crew to see that. For me, it was my 12th time or something.
Be obsessed with means to think about something all the time or love it intensely. For example, my sister is obsessed with Timothée Chalamet. He is obsessed with playing video games. So when Timothée says, "I remember I was obsessed with Top Gun Maverick at the time," he means he remembers that he loved the movie Top Gun Maverick so much that he watched it many times back then.
You were a proper fan of Steve Carell's before this.
Oh, I'm a big Steve Carell fan, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's the other fan over there now.
And did you walk on set and kind of go, "I love you," or were you kind of...
You know, it's something on Lady Bird I had to deal with Saoirse too, is like when you look up to people and admire them.
Timothée Chalamet has worked with actor Steve Carell on a movie before. He is a big fan of him and admires him. That's why Graham Norton, the host of the show, asks him if he acted like a crazy fan when he worked with a legendary actor like Steve Carell. Timothy says he did not and explains he had to deal with the same situation when working with Saoirse Ronan for the movie Lady Bird because he looks up to her.
Were you kind of...
You know, it's something on Lady Bird I had to deal with Saoirse too.
Deal with means to take action to do something or to handle a difficult situation. For example, we have to deal with this problem before it gets worse. How do you deal with stress at work? So when Timothée says, On Lady Bird, I had to deal with Saoirse too. He means, in the movie Lady Bird, he had to handle working with Saoirse too, because his co-star in this movie, Saoirse Ronan, is such a talented actress.
It's like when you look up to people and admire them.
Look up to means to admire and respect someone, to learn from them or be like them. For example, many young football players look up to Ronaldo and Messi. Who did you look up to when you were a child? So when Timothée says, and you look up to people and admire them, he means, and you try to respect and learn from people and admire them.
I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role and how much this means to me, but the truth is this was 5.5 years of my life. I poured everything I had into playing this incomparable artist, Mr. Bob Dylan, a true American hero.
Timothée has won an award for playing the role of Bob Dylan, a famous American singer. He says the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role.
I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role.
Classy means to act in a way that is polite and respectful. For example, using polite words like please and thank you is always classy. He is a classy guy because he never speaks badly about his friends. Downplay means to make something seem less important or less bad than it really is. For example, don't downplay your achievements. You worked hard. It's a mistake to downplay the importance of sleep. So when Timothée says, I know the classiest thing would be to downplay the effort that went into this role, he means, in Hollywood, most actors pretend that their work is easy to behave politely. But the truth is, it is actually very difficult and needs a lot of effort. Later in his speech, Timothée talks about how he spent 5 years preparing for this role. He explains how he poured everything he had into playing the role of a legendary singer like Bob Dylan.
Means to me, but the truth is this was 5.5 years of my life. I poured everything I had into playing this incomparable artist, Mr. Bob Dylan, a true American hero.
Pour everything you have into something means to use all of your energy, time, and effort to do something. For example, I poured everything I had into learning English. She poured everything she had into training for the race. Incomparable means something so excellent or unique that nothing else is like it. For example, Bob Dylan is an incomparable songwriter. No one else writes songs like him. The view of the Eiffel Tower at night is incomparable. So when Timothée says, I poured everything I had into playing this incomparable artist, Mr. Bob Dylan, he means I used all of my energy and 5 years of my life to play the role of Bob Dylan because he is a great songwriter and an American hero, and there is nobody else in the world like him. Amazing work. You learned 8 new expressions today. You can rewatch the phrases and practice. Subscribe now to watch our new weekly videos and learn phrases actually used in real English conversation.